Today we will be looking at an analysis of Weber International University's social media and marketing presence. My name is Stephen DeLong, and I will be presenting to the president of WIU, who's also Dr. Wade. On our agenda today, we're going to look at the goals of this report, discuss the extent of the research and also the extent of the report. First, we'll take a look at our fans, our demographics, what they like. Next, we'll take a look at how visible the school is to everyone, locally and around the world. Then we'll analyze individual posts and look at what we post, how it affects our viewers, and also how engaging it is. Then we'll take a look at some of the meaningful insights and takeaways this data demonstrates for us. Lastly, we'll discuss some of the recommendations that I have for the school. Prior to starting our discussion of Weber's social media marketing, we're going to take a look at Weber and its industry. WIU began in 1927 as a women's business college, but now it's grown into a general business college that attracts a lot of international athletes and also people wanting to complete a degree and compete collegiately. Current trends in small colleges include decrease in enrollment and also pressure to lower costs to help lower income students, and people questioning its value in declining state reports. Large universities such as UCF and FSU don't experience this pressure nearly as much, but because WIU is so small and also other community colleges, they feel this pressure and are struggling. Next on our agenda is to discuss the purpose of this report. The purpose of this report is to explore Weber's current social media activity and analyze its strengths and weaknesses. That means we're going to look at this objectively and not criticize Weber as a school, but look at ways that they can improve. Our main marketing goal is to improve Weber's social media presence and a coordinated message across all platforms that'll help them engage potential students and also the current viewers. One of our big tools that we can use to look at Weber and also other organizations is Facebook Insights. Facebook Insights records data, and the data we're using for Weber spans from August to December of 2018. You can look at reach of posts, how many likes, daily likes. You can look at demographics. The picture on here shows demographics for Weber. Another tool that we use was RivalIQ, and RivalIQ can compare Weber to any other business in their industry. And it can compare their engagement, their work, and how effective they're being, and also the number of posts. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the fan analysis. And so we're breaking down the large demographics of what our fans are and also what they should be. Currently, many of our fans are students, and they receive information about school events, they receive information about accomplishments. For example, the men's bowling team just won the national championship, and so that's going to be spread across the media. And that's also probably going to have a large reception from students, parents, professors. Parents try to keep up with their students as well as they see the success of the school, the events going on, so they can keep track of maybe some of their training or when events are, because they might want to participate, or maybe their students are from overseas and they can't be here but want to know what's going on. A demographic that should be a large part of what we focus on is potential students, because the success of the school depends on drawing in new students and also keeping them engaged in the school. For example, last December, half of the new freshmen that came in left. So we are doing our job of informing them of what we have to offer and also engaging them throughout their time here. Professors can also interact with our social media. They can help share it, spread it, or even make their own content explaining different majors or programs, clubs, and engaging students, parents, and also potential students to demonstrate what we offer. Alumni are great people to target because they help the school succeed by donations, and they also represent what the school can produce in terms of success. Continuing a look at our fans, we're going to take a look at demographics. The largest demographic we have are between the ages of 35 and 44. And most of this, a large quantity of this is female. About 55% of our fans are female, while 45% are male. Not many viewers are below the age of 17, actually only roughly 3% are. And that means that we aren't targeting people that will potentially be coming here, and we're missing out in demonstrating what we have to offer and also drawing in new students. A post analysis looks at all of our posts, what kinds of things get the most reactions, clicks, likes, shares, also what creates the most conversations such as comments. By creating conversations, you know that you're engaging consumers, and we wish to receive a lot of engagement with our posts so that we're not wasting space or boring our viewers. A good way to do this is to look at our posts and to look at them as in saying what we can do to be better. At the time of this data of the posts, Weber had posted 5 Facebook posts in the past 30 days. Most commonly, WIU posts pictures, but they did share one link. During the time, the 4 photos received an average of 0.7 rate in engagement rate, while the photos engaged 2.05% of the viewers. Compared to another company in this demographic, they use such a thing as photos in a carousel, and the carousel engaged nearly 7% of their viewers. This means that we should change and add variety and also find things that engage our viewers. Some of our competitors include Southeastern University, Keiser University, and Warner University. Many of these universities cater to the same local students that we do, and they also cater to a lot of students that like to participate in athletics. So, looking at these schools can tell us how we compare to our local geographic area, what we need to do better, and also how we compare to other companies. Continuing the competitive analysis, we're going to compare a couple of Weber stats to Warner and Keiser universities. And these universities are roughly the similar size, and by comparing this, we can see how well we're doing in this industry. In terms of the engagement rate, we have almost a 1% engagement rate, and that's almost double Warner's, which is in second. However, if you look next to those rates, you see the number of posts we've made. We've made 5 Facebook posts, while Warner and Keiser have made 51 and 75. I think what that tells us is that they post a lot more, but they're not making the right posts or as engaging posts. So if we could continue this higher engagement rate, but post more often, we could definitely entice more students. In the second one, this shows Facebook fans in the percentage of change. We have the largest percentage change with a 1% increase over the past 30 days. However, Warner, which is almost the exact same size as Weber, has almost double our followers, and Keiser has almost 10 times as many as we do. On the last one, it shows Facebook posts per day. Keiser makes 2.5 posts a day, while Warner does 1.7, and we only post roughly 1 every 6 days. This means that we're not keeping up with sharing enough information, even if the other 2 universities aren't sharing the most engaging content. Visibility looks at how often the posts are viewed, the number of fans we have, the reach and the lifetime reach of a post, how often the community and the physical location of our building is known, and also the impact our brand name has when we mention it. If you look over here, from August to December, our total reach, slowly drops, although it had a spike in October because of Halloween events. Now, the lifetime posts reach for November did slowly increase. Continuing this visibility analysis, we can see cross-channel audience, and that means that we reach roughly 6,500 viewers across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All over these 3 platforms, we made a total of 8 posts, 5 Facebook and 3 Instagram. However, that's not enough posts for 30 days, and also we haven't posted on Twitter even though we have roughly 1,000 followers on it. In addition, we have no presence on YouTube. Next, we're going to look at engagement analysis. This is the number of likes, shares, and clicks that we have, and it relates to how interesting or how emotionally interactive our posts are to viewers. Roughly 1% of our viewers engage on Facebook, but almost 6% of our viewers engage on Instagram. This would hint that our posts on Instagram are much more effective, and we need to look at what we're doing on that platform and relate it to Facebook. Compared to our industry, we have a much higher engagement rate. However, we have a much lower number of posts. Continuing our engagement analysis, we had a total of 421 engagements over 5 posts with roughly 6,500 followers. Our post engagement rate was 1.7%, and we created 18 cross-channel conversations during the month. However, in total social engagement, we ranked 3rd behind Keiser and Warner. We only had 421 interactions, while Keiser University led with almost 3,000 interactions, which means that we aren't posting enough, and we're also not making engaging enough posts. Some key insights and takeaways we have from this are that paying attention will provide a chance for an improvement in creating more awareness. Because this data is objective feedback, and it's not criticizing the school itself, it's just simply telling us what we need to do better and what kind of plans we need to make. Discussing with each department what this data means will help them get on the same page as us and also post content across all platforms and all departments that will have the same message and intent. Collecting more data means that we'll have a better understanding of our current situation, and that'll help us make a plan for the future. In terms of recommendations, I recommend creating and coordinating a larger variety of material across all platforms. If we post something on Facebook, then we should have something that corresponds to Instagram, because many of our followers follow us on either one, and we have a different demographic on each. For the next year, I would suggest targeting high school students and athletes in the local area, the US and Europe, who wish to compete collegially and earn a degree simultaneously. Because that's mostly our demographic, over 90% of our students compete athletically, and many of them are international. I would suggest on all platforms posting more videos, links, albums, carousels, and things that document the student's experience. These could relate to competition, schoolwork, school events, training, and it would describe what life at Weber is like. For example, we could post videos of what each major has to offer, interviews with teachers, students. Furthermore, we could create forums for potential students to ask questions and engage. We could post videos responding to them and educate them about what we have to offer. If these questions are answered, even if somebody's too scared to ask, they will have an outlet for the answer. A cheap way to gain more viewers and also to create engagement are contests and giveaways. For example, everyone that applies to the school could get a free shirt or any other kind of creative idea people would have to get them to click links or share posts.